We just got one of the biggest updates for Marvel Rivals to date, and it's all about Season 1, and there is so much to cover, but I've got it really quickly here on the screen for you. This is basically just a quick recap of the important details that I absorbed through this 11-minute video that they had. Hopefully you can kind of digest it in just a short amount of time. I do recommend that you actually check out the dev vision. I'll have the link in the description below. But let's just get right into it, man. Okay, we got the Eternal Night Falls. That is going to be the name for Season 1. Two new heroes at launch. That's going to be Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. Mr. Fantastic is a duelist. We're going to learn more about these two characters very soon because I'm actually going to be able to be playing them early, a little early access build starting tomorrow. So you can check me out on stream if you want to see gameplay of those characters, as well as Invisible Woman, who's going to be a new strategist joining the game. Much needed. Very excited to have another strategist in the game. And then 6 to 7 weeks into the season, The Thing and Human Torch are going to jump into the game. So they're kind of doing a little bit of a mix up here. I think this season is a little bit longer than most are. I don't know if they're going to do 4 a month. That's how it, adds up to be with 3 months long seasons. They're breaking it up. 4 characters every season. That's a lot of characters a year, man. That's a lot. That's setting the bar high. I'm here for it though. Okay, and then 3 new maps, but they're all in New York. So it's that theme, kind of similar how there's like a couple of Tokyo maps, etc. Well, there's 3 New York maps. One is Sanctum Sanctorum. One is Midtown New York, and one is Central Park. Now, Sanctum Sanctorum, if you jump to the bottom there, is a new game mode. It is Doom Match. Sanctum Sanctorum is only going to be available to play on Doom Match, that game mode. It's a very specific map for that. It's 8 to 12 players. You jump in. I don't know how it's going to work with like hero selection. I'm very curious to see how that works because do you bring in a strategist and just try and out heal or something? I don't know what you're doing. Curious to see how it works. But the top 50% of the leaderboard will win. So you don't necessarily need to be the best. You just got to get over the 50%. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's going to fall in line with Conquest, how there's those arcade modes, there's team deathmatch, and there's free for all. And I like that they're adding this. It's really nice. The only hesitation I had with that was I really wanted Sanctum Sanctorum to be a main map. But regardless, still excited to check that out. The battle pass is going to be 990 latest. Okay, that is basically equivalent to $10 US. There's various bundles that you can buy. There's a $10 bundle that gets you 1,000 latest, so you're gonna have 10 left over. I don't know why they price it that way. Whatever. So it's 990. But if you complete the battle pass throughout the season, which you can complete at any time, mind you, because they do not expire, you can continue to make progress. A year later, you will have earned back 600 latest, 600 units. That is more than what you put in to acquire the pass. Of course, it's not real money. We're putting real money in for fake currencies here, but the value is unreal if you play this game frequently. So amazing that they're doing that for 3 months long. Let's go. And look at these skins. I'll have the screenshot. Oh my gosh, they look so good. We're getting Halloween in January. I'm here for it. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday of the year. And these look so good. Each and every single one of these are going to be for sure going right on the characters. So I'm excited about that. Balance changes. This was a little bit obvious. Hela and Hawkeye are getting nerfed. It's been confirmed. Captain America, Venom, Wolverine, Storm are all getting buffs. Cloak and Dagger's getting buffs as well. That was kind of surprising to me. And Jeff is getting his ultimate adjusted. They mentioned it's been a bit buggy with the actual range compared to what's showing on the map. It's reaching out a little bit. And if you've seen some clips, sometimes you'll be outside of his range of his ultimate and he still gobbles you up. And you're like, I definitely escaped that. Well, it turns out it's a bit of a bug. But I am really scared to see what they do with Wolverine buffs. Wolverine was one of those characters at the start of the month. Everyone thought he was the worst character in the game. And in the last week or so, maybe a little bit longer than that if you really had the Giga Brain, but people have caught on. Wolverine is really good. He's actually a top meta pick, and he's really scary when you have 2 or 3 Vanguards on your team. So if they're buffing him a lot, he's definitely going to be prevalent in the Season 1 meta. And he's kind of like the main character in the season pass with those skins, so maybe that's what they're aiming for. The rank and win rates, season rollover, it's 7 divisions lower than your highest achieved rank. So if you were Platinum 1, you're going to go down to Silver 2. That's how they're doing that. And they're also adding Celestial rank. which is going to go right after Diamond, before GM. I think that's just because there's so many players, they just want to spread it out even more to really find where people should settle in the rank. I think that's healthy to have it a bit of a longer stretch, make it not as easy to just shoot right up to the GM and have that too bloated in the top 500. So it's more of a higher elo thing, but still, I think it's fun to see. Win rates, pick rates, I think ban rates, I'm not too sure about that. I didn't see ban rates, but I hope they do eventually add that. It's going to be publicly listed on the website, just like you can see the abilities, see the win rates and pick rates of all the roster, all the characters that are in the game, which, by the way, it's going to be 37 by the end of Season 1. That's unreal. Okay, lastly, I already touched on it a bit, but we got the Duelist with Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman with Strategist, The Thing is a Vanguard, Human Torch is a Duelist, Herbie is the payload on the New York City maps, just kind of like Spider Zero is. She gets in the little spider car, while Herbie's getting into the Fantastic car. So I think that's pretty awesome, rolling through the streets of New York. And the theme for New York City is that it's going to allow players to restore the map. So I think it's a reverse where the map is already destroyed, and by shooting in or maybe hitting certain buttons or whatever you got to do on the map, it's going to turn the clock back and restore the map to the way it originally was, kind of cleaning up the streets of New York, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool. I like how they're giving these thematic twists to the certain regions of maps. Very awesome to see. So watch the video, get hyped up. I'm very excited. Stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, because I'm going to have a ton of Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman content in the next couple of days. I can't wait to play these characters, and I'm really excited. Let's go. Catch you guys later.